And you shall know the truth, and the truth will make you free.
Divine greatness through covenant blessing. There are covenants in the world. And it's funny, my family and I, we used to watch this Mount Zion movie every Sunday, and they will talk about no blood, no glory, how people enter into the occult. It's amazing that people who are not even Christians understand what covenant is more than we that are Christians. There's something about covenants that people enter into that makes them to achieve or become great in whatever you might think of, whether in the positive or in the negative. You think of the nation Israel today. Now, no offense to anybody that feels like, oh, maybe Israel, they are doing too much in Gaza or whatnot. But there's a covenant that has been before the war, before we came to be, that God established with Abraham. And we will see that very quickly in the word. That once God swears to say, in blessing I will bless you, there's no going back on that word. That generations to come will still be reaping of the fruits of that word. Let's go to Hebrews 6 verse 13 to 15. Therefore, when God made a promise to Abraham, because he could swear by no greater, he swore by himself, saying, surely blessing I will bless thee, multiplying I will multiply thee. And so after he had patiently endured, he obtained the promise. There's something called covenant blessing, that makes God to swear upon a man and say, in blessing I will bless you. And you know that once God speaks the word, that word becomes a law, that even the future generation will still be reaping from the fruit of that word that was spoken by God. If I had to ask you and I say, when you think of the word greatness, what comes to your mind? Who comes to your mind? Does Dangote come to your mind when we think of greatness? Maybe it's Pastor Akindayomi, of the founder of Redeem. You know how great Redeem is. There's no such denomination or Christian body as such as the Redeemed Christian Church of God today. Or is it Baba Adeboye, who has been named the 49th most influential person on earth by Time magazine? Or is it DJ Rockefeller? Now this one I love. DJ Rockefeller. If you don't know him, go read up on him. Does it come to mind when you think of greatness? I tell you what, I find three qualities about greatness in the Word of God. Number one quality is covenant blessing. Anybody that at some point has encountered that blessing where God swore upon their lives that in blessing I will bless you. Like when you read their story, you found that they had an encounter with God that launched them into their blessing. That's the number one quality that I find. Number two quality, divine rest. If you look at 2 Samuel chapter 7 verse 1 to 3, the Bible says that the Lord gave David the rest about all his enemies. How many people do you know today that are so wealthy but they don't have rest? But I find that those that have entered into a covenant relationship with God, like Abraham did, God usually gives them rest, like he gave David. It doesn't mean they won't have challenges, but God grants them rest from that challenge. Number three quality, now when they are gone, their children are still reaping of their legacy of righteousness and of integrity. If you go to Proverbs 20 verse 7 very quickly, a righteous man walks in his integrity, his children are blessed after him. Anybody that is divinely great, you will find out that long gone, when he is long gone, his children will still be blessed even after him. That he would have left a legacy of integrity and a legacy of righteousness that his children will be benefiting from. Look at DJ Rockefeller. Now that's a man that you need to read up on. He believed in God, and God prospered him while he was on earth. Today, he was an oil magnate, and today they still talk of the wealth of DJ Rockefeller. If you go to some ancient buildings that are owned by him, or some of the wealth that he has put in place where his children's children are benefiting from, because he walked in a covenant with God. I heard of a story that at some point, or maybe this was a different guy, that I think I heard this from Bishop Oyedepo, where DJ Rockefeller used to pay the tithe. He never joked with tithing, and as he did that, the Lord continued to prosper him. Now, everybody that is a believer that has accepted Christ into their life has a covenant relationship with God. Very quickly, what that means is that you have the potential to be great. No matter what you do, no matter your walk in life, no matter your area in life, you have and you carry that potential to be great. God bless you all.